That's right, Gianna. But let's take a look locally. And well, what a beautiful weekend we had yesterday, even today. Much drier conditions. It actually felt a little bit more like fall, although our temperatures said otherwise. It was actually pretty hot earlier today. We had the upper 80s, the low 90s, well above our average, which is actually 87 degrees for this time of the year. Boca Raton hit 90 earlier, but we should see temperatures dancing around average starting with Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday. Although I do think Monday it's going to be pretty similar to what we had for earlier today, just hot with a nice breeze still coming in from the northeast. And let's take a look over from downtown West Palm Beach off into the Atlantic. We have a few clouds, temperatures in the mid 80s, northeast wind 15 miles per hour, so a little breeze at times, but look at our humidity, 59%. So the lower this number is, the lower our dew points are, the more comfortable it is out the door. Although it feels like temperatures still running at around 90 degrees, but I'll take that over the upper 90s, which is pretty much what we had all September. So temperatures do tumble down into the 70s eventually. I do think we're going to hit the low 70s as we go overnight, looking for mostly clear conditions. That's going to help temperatures cool off. Of course, a dry air reinforcing moving in is also going to feel very nice. So we're going to see temperatures running in the 60s for our inland communities, looking good. Low 70s near the coast, even mid 70s down to Boca. Then temperatures will rebound back into the upper 80s, low 90s for the afternoon. So it's still going to be very warm, but we have that nice breeze coming in from the northeast up to 15. Now that drier air again, still mainly the bulk of it off to our north, and that's going to eventually sink to the south. We're going to see this move in overnight, sticking around for Monday. So looking good for the start of the work week. Now heading into Tuesday, high pressure moving offshore. That's going to break down just a little bit. That's going to allow for some moisture to work its way in. So I do think there's a good chance to see maybe a few spotty showers for Tuesday, but again, mostly limited rain is expected. We're not expecting to see a lot of rain over the next couple of days. Let's talk about Hurricane Sam, a strong category 4 hurricane, and we have winds now at 150 miles per hour. For it to be considered category 5, winds have to be up to 150 and even stronger than that. So the storm might not even be on the cusp of that sometime between now into Monday, but eventually it does weaken down into a category 3 as it will sit off to the east of the Bermuda area, and then it's going to stay pretty much a fish storm, so no effects are expected across the continental United States. Now, what we do have though well off to our east, this is the remnants of Tropical Storm Peter, and it could reform moving away from land completely off in that easterly motion. And then of course we have a Hurricane Sam, and then behind it we have two systems that we're going to be watching that can develop over the next 5 days. We're going to keep an eye on Africa. It's just pumping out waves left and right, and well, that's going to send off these storms moving in that west motion, so we'll keep an eye on those. Next two and last names on the current list though are Victor and Wanda. Little recap for the season so far: 19 named storms. Out of those we've had 7 hurricanes, a little bit close to average for this time of the year in that retrospect. But then as we take a look at our major hurricanes, already 4 of those average for the year about 3. Of course, the 30-year average is where we get this data from. So if you're heading out to the boat going tomorrow, we're going to see a northeast wind, so around 15. Keep in mind though, rip current risk running at a moderate, seas at around 3 to 4 feet, so a little bit of a chop offshore. But look at our temperatures looking good, upper 80s near average over the next few days, and then by the end of the week into the weekend, we should see a little bit more moisture working its way back in. Rain chances back at around 30%.
All right, Brooke, thank you.